The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams.
1:45 to go in double overtime. Back down to Aker. One-timer. Wagner scores! Ball game! Ty Wagner wins it in overtime.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for best digital production in the state.
6.5, and here come the Lions. Botting drives in. Another nice shot off the glass, put back by Bresky. He'll try again, and on the third chance, he puts it down.
You're seeing that height from Bresky really play a factor in these rebounds and off the glass here early.
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, expert analysis, and top-notch production.
Meyer has it on the right wing up top now to Drinkwine. Pump fake, thought about three, doesn't take it, looks around for some help and gets it to Landon Baker. Baker, pass inside, Meyer on the block. Nice jumper from Talon Meyer. He's got all four for Mayville, cuts the lead back to 8.
On the steal from Judkins, he goes baseline, shovels it underneath, kicked out to Talon Meyer. Meyer spins once, kicks it out here to Promersberger. Hands off to Middlestat on the right wing. He's got a three. Emerson Middlestat starts the game off strong for Mayville, and they lead it at first on the Quest Interiors scoreboard.
Our sponsors include
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Katie's Log Cabin, Generations Lanes, and Angling Only.
Pino Construction, Verhaeg's Furniture, Schaefer Auto,
Coal Oil and Propane, Witt Services,
Lidkey Lumber, Hoffs of Brownsville, Municipal Well and Pump,
All Face Heating Cooling Geo, Back in Action, Brock Fleischer, Homestead Realty,
Ergo Bank Lomira, Maxwell Plumbing, Metalcraft of Mayville,
Michaels Corporation, Quest Interiors, Schroffnagel Implements,
Surefire Heating and Cooling, Westfall Printing and Graphics, Bristol Morgan Bank, Marshview Veterinary Clinic, Mayville Savings Bank, Bernard Plumbing, Keller Buildings.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth with Jeff's live stream, providing game day coverage.
Good afternoon, softball fans, and welcome to, I keep forgetting the name of this.
Lomira Athletic Complex.
The, what was it, Justin?
Athletic Association Complex.
Well, which is it?
Well, it's Lomira Athletic Association.
Well, we are in Lomira, that is for sure.
You got that one going.
Not Rosendale.
Not Rosendale, like Dom was trying to convince us that we were actually watching a Laconia game. But joining me here on the broadcast today is Dominic Ackerman, normally known as Mackay, and Justin Schwartzmiller, normally known as Justin Schwartzmiller, and Jeff Sauer here, known as Jeff Sauer, on the broadcast here in Lomira. We are looking forward to this fantastic contest here on a Monday as we finally get an opportunity to get some broadcasting in here. Justin, give us a little bit of thoughts about this Winneconne Wolves versus the Lomira Lions game.
Yeah, Winneconne it seems to have like fantastic girls programs almost pretty much across the board in whatever sport it is. They'll take on a Lomira team who in girls sports this year has had some success as well. And their softball team, we've seen them now. I think I've seen 4 of their 5 games. The only game I didn't see was them at New Holstein, man. They look like a powerhouse in this area, and they took down a very good Laconia team in their last game. And I know Dom can attest a little bit more to Winneconne as he teaches there and sees some of these girls every day. But this Lomira team looks like a legit contender out of this region and section this year.
Dominic, your thoughts here on this contest?
Yeah, I'm excited just to get out here. This is my first softball game that I'll be able to cover for its entirety here this season. So I'm excited just to get out here. And no games last week for me, so it's nice to just be out and watch some high school sports. I'm excited for what we got in front of us.
We're going to step aside here. We're going to hear from some of our sponsors, and we'll come back here, and we will talk about the Winneconne Wolves here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus as we get ready here for this contest here, non-conference between Winneconne and Lomira. We'll be back.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Let's talk conditioning.
I'm here to pump you up.
What?
Da-da-da-da.
We here at All Phase have great maintenance plans to keep your units running efficiently and reliably all year round. This spring is the time to call us at 920-763-2301. Log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons. Watch for details released soon about our 5-year anniversary event.
Oh, you're talking about air conditioning.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Dedication, training, giving 100%. Back in Action proudly supports high school athletes on and off the field. From physical and occupational therapy, pre- and post-orthopedic surgery, to work and sports injuries. The staff at Back in Action is trained and dedicated to you and your recovery. Your personal care plan starts with a visit to Back in Action in Fond du Lac, Kewaskum, Mayville, and New Holstein. Back in Action, getting you back in the game. BackinActionRehab.com.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
You know, when the snow finally melts in Wisconsin, things tend to move pretty fast, especially for farmers. And before that first field is even planted, the bills are already piling up. Now, a lot of you know what I mean. That's where a farm operating loan comes in handy. You see, a short-term agriculture loan designed to cover day-to-day farm expenses can be a must for many during those seasonal peaks like planting. At Ergo Bank, it's all about better banking by design. Operating loans are built around the realities of things like farming, not some generic business model. You simply won't farm on a spreadsheet. You farm in very real time. So get the local support from people you already know at Ergo Bank. Real help when you really need it. See them also for things like home loans and car loans. Perhaps it's CDs and IRAs you might be thinking about. Ergo Bank, they're an equal housing lender, NMLS ID number 586757. At Ergo Bank, it's all about better banking by design.
Welcome back here to the Lomira Athletic Complex here as we get ready for this non-conference game between the Winneconne Wolves and the Lomira Lions here for some softball action. Dominic, give us what you got here for some information about the Winneconne Wolves.
Yeah, I just kind of went through their game changer just game by game, so I kind of compiled some things. So if I got some things wrong, this is all unofficial stats as we get started here.
Of course, always.
But right now they're led by the freshman Aubrey Mitchell, 24 at-bats on the season. She's hitting .417 with 10 hits to her name, also 3 RBIs on the year, 3 walks, and has only struck out twice. Julia Youngbauer, the majority of the pitching this year for the Wolves, 41.2 innings pitched just compared to 4 from Sage Pelletier. But Youngbauer's also doing at the plate 18 at-bats, 7 hits for a .389 average. Then we got the only seniors that plays full-time minutes here, Audra Schaefer, 25 at-bats on the season, 7 hits, 5 RBIs. She's second on the team in RBIs, just behind Grace Mitchell, who is at 6, but very limited plate appearances for Grace. As I said, the pitching of this team, Julia Youngbauer, 41.2 innings pitched so far on the young season, has pitched in every single one of their games, has allowed 62 hits, 38 runs, 24 of them earned runs, giving her an ERA of about 4.03, 32 strikeouts on the year, and has allowed 14 walks.
What is their overall record so far in the season? I can't recall what it is. I believe
They are 2-6.
2-6. But when I was looking at Game Changer about some of the teams that they have played here, Dominic, I believe that they have played some pretty solid teams. And if I remember correctly, their conference now, they're in the conference with Xavier.
Yeah, they're that big conference now. I can't remember what it's called. The big conference that was created after the disabandonment of the East Central Conference. I want to say it's the Bay Conference that they're in now, the Wolves.
That could be. I don't have specifically what.
They got to play FVL now twice a year. They got to play Xavier. They got to play a lot of powerhouses in girls sports, especially in girls softball here in the spring.
They got a win over Wapaka 13-3. They lost to Seymour 5-1, and then they lost to them 6-5. And they lost to Seymour 5-1. Seymour's got a pretty tough conference. That is the Bay Conference that you're talking about that they're in. They lost to Shawano by 1. Shawano has had some pretty solid women's programs as well. They lost to Menominee Falls 20-17, so that was a huge score there. Kewaskum is a powerhouse, so they lose to Kewaskum 12-1, and then they've lost twice to Menasha 4-2. So again, they're playing in a very tough conference, which I think is going to come around eventually here to make it help them.
Yeah, absolutely. They talk about it as you get to playoffs times. You don't want to just go through the season with a really good record, but have played teams that don't test you to your limits, whereas the Wolves are coming out strong. Sure, they're 2-6 on the year, but those 6 losses are to some really good schools.
We're going to step aside here. We're going to hear from some of our sponsors, and then we will come back and we'll have Justin share about the Lomira Lions. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Dominic Ackerman and Justin Schwartzmiller here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. We'll be back.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lomira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lomira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Join a growing team offering outstanding benefits, including their own health clinic, paid training, and top wages. Take the next step in your career. Join Southern Wisconsin's premier manufacturer, Metalcraft of Mayville, hiring all positions, skilled and unskilled. All shifts at their Mayville, West Bend, Beaver Dam, Fall River, and Horicon facilities. No experience required. Learn more and apply at mtlcraft.com. That's mtlcraft.com. Metalcraft is an equal opportunity employer. Minorities, women, veterans, and persons with disabilities encouraged to apply.
Welcome back here in Lomira. I'm going to talk about the Lomira Lady Lions. Dom, I know that you have not seen them this season. They're 5-0, and they've had some good wins. They took down a very good Laconia team last week, and a team that has just kind of been a problem for them over the years. It's a team that they seem to lose to in the playoffs every year, maybe get a little bit of demons off their shoulders. But on this team, and the one thing I'd say to you, throughout this lineup, up and down, it doesn't matter. It actually seems to me their bottom of the order seems to be their most consistent in their young players that can hit the ball.
Yeah, and Lomira's, we talked about how good their girls program has been, especially this year, just on the up and up here in Lomira. A great softball program for years, and hopefully they continue that. You talked about that big win over Laconia. I did have a chance to kind of see the end of a Laconia Campbell Sport game, I believe, who is Campbell Sport's a young up-and-coming team that has now really established themselves in this flyweight conference, and Laconia looked really sharp. So if Lomira can come in there and take a victory, that's always a good thing on the schedule.
In the 4 games that we've covered this year, it's a .636 batting average for Lily Christian with 7 hits, 3 of them for extra bases, 2 doubles, a homer, and 9 RBIs. Then 7 RBIs for Izzy Westfall. She's 6 for 11, batting .545 with 3 doubles and a triple, so 4 extra base hits for her. And then in the bottom of the order, batting 8th, is Addie Banky, batting .583 in 4 games. A lot of singles for her and a pair of doubles. She's got 7 of 12. But the thing that doesn't really is pretty obvious with this team is their pitching. And whether it's Haley Kasperi or it'll be Lily Christian today, Kasperi has thrown 16 innings this season. She struck out 30.
Great numbers.
Yeah, and Lily Christian has thrown 7 innings and struck out 9. So, I mean, the earned run average right now for Lily Christian's a 2. It's a .88 for Haley Kasperi. And this 5-0 team, I mean, it's the defense for me. They don't see a lot of ground balls in the infield when you have, so that's 23 innings. They have 39 strikeouts in 23 innings. That's fantastic, Tom.
Yeah, it's what you need to do.
Yeah.
And from what I got, just a little bit more stats on them from their game changer. 45 strikeouts on the season in 31 innings. So if you're throwing about a strikeout and a half per inning that you go, it's pretty easy to run through teams when you're mounting them down just from the circle.
Yeah, so, I mean, they had 4 strikeouts, that means, against New Holstein, and the 41 that we've covered. I mean, to me, if your defense, I know in softball we talk about it a lot. Of pitchers, I think, can make a really big difference in high school softball comparatively to some other sports because you can rely on one singular pitcher. Lomira doesn't. They have 3 or 4 of them. And that can go in at any time. We've seen Kennedy Gable this season as well. I saw Tori Thomas warming up to pitch today. We haven't seen her pitch yet this year. This will be the first one that Christian has started that we've seen, and we know what she can do on the basketball field. Obviously, pretty good on the softball field if she can hit as many RBIs as she has, 9 already this season. Shout out to the boss man running the portable over there. #1 portable operator right there, now shaking everywhere just for everybody at home. We'll take a short break. We'll come back and give you our full thoughts before first pitch here at the Lomira Athletic Complex. Back after this.
For over a century, Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed to quality workmanship and getting the job done right the first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
Schroffnagel Implement of Lomira is a proud sponsor of the Lions in today's game. A family-owned and operated business since 1951. They're a full-service ag and lawn and garden center, too. Pickup and delivery are available. Schroffnagel Implement of Lomira. Check out their brand-new, up-to-date website at schroffnagel.com. That's schroffnagel.com. Go Lions from your number one team at Schroffnagel Implement, Lomira.
At Warner Harmson, we believe your
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Welcome back here to Lomira Athletic Complex. Back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. Shot of the captain's meeting right there. Dom, final thoughts before we can get through starting lineups and get things rolling here?
I'm excited. I think it'll be a pitching duel. We got two teams that rely on their pitching. We'll see Lily Christian for the Lions here today, Julia Youngbauer for the Wolves. Julia's been the only pitcher really that...
Oh, never mind.
Sorry. Julia has been really the only pitcher that's done a whole lot of work for the Wolves. Only 4 innings of work for Sage Pelletier. It's been Julia Youngbauer the rest of the season. We'll see her duel against Lily Christian here, who's been the second lefty for Lily.
No. Is she lefty? I was saying.
Julia?
I couldn't tell. I wasn't really paying enough attention. That's why I was
Now that I
asking.
think about it, I'm not sure either.
I thought she was. That's why I said it.
I guess I didn't really pay attention to that either. I probably should. That's a pretty big deal.
In Lomira, if they do waiver off of and go to Casperry at any point, she is a lefty. But I judging by today, I'm betting they're probably saving her for conference meetings throughout this week.
Yeah, I'm sure we got busy schedules with all the rainouts. I know I'm Monday through Saturday this week. There's not a day off after last week with all the rainouts and all the weather that Wisconsin got. So I'm excited to have some good non-conference softball action here at the Lomira Athletic Complex.
Yeah, and I think that's another thing, too, is you don't for Lomira and Winneconne, I think they both play really, really tough out-of-conference schedules and a tough conference schedule in the first place. So I think that makes a big difference, Don.
Yeah, absolutely. You're getting tested early. It'll be a hard battle here today in a non-conference matchup. The flyweight conference we always talked about is so difficult to play against no matter where it is. And as the Wolves have now joined the Bay Conference, it's going to be another tough conference matchup, so you might as well play some good non-conference games as well.
I'm going to go through the starting lineups. Why don't you start with the Winneconne Wolves starting lineup today?
Starting five, number 5, the senior Audra Schaefer, playing shortstop today is Audra. Number 2, the junior Sage Pelletier in center field. Number 15, Aubrey Mitchell, the freshman at first. Her sister, number 27, Grace Mitchell, catching today, junior for them. Sophomore, number 22, Avery Samolinski, DHing. The flex position will be the junior Maddie Hankwitz at second. Number 11, Molly Palmer, freshman third base today. Number 6, a junior Julia Youngbauer pitching. Number 7, Caden Peters, a sophomore in left field. And number 8, the senior Neela Gardner in right.
And I think this makes a big deal, too. Like Jeff had mentioned with Winneconne, they don't play like such a... They play such a tough schedule that the 2 and 6 is kind of hard to really judge. You're looking at it and you're like, oh, they're 2 and 6, but it's like, no, they play in a really, really tough conference, and they play a very tough out-of-conference schedule, and that makes a big difference for these teams, too, with like Lomira. They play, the flyweight seems like they just kind of beat each other up throughout the season, and then they end up playing each other in the playoffs. For them to play a team of Winneconne's caliber this early in the season, it's good for them. Starting at short end, batting first for the Lions will be number 10, Trista Gostner. Batting second and playing second will be number 29, Kennedy Gable. Doing the catching and batting third will be Isabel Westfall. Doing the pitching and batting fourth, number 6, Lily Christian. Playing third and batting fifth will be number 2, Brianna Free. Doing the designated playing and batting sixth will be number 13, Haley Casberry. She will be batting for the center fielder, Riley Warner, who will be the flex today. Eleanor Collies will bat seventh and play right field. Benke will play first and bat eighth. And batting ninth and playing left will be number 21, Tori Thomas. National anthem coming up. Short break here from the Lomira Athletic Complex. First pitch coming up after this.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Let's talk conditioning.
I'm here to pump you up.
What?
Da-da-da-da.
We here at All Phase have great maintenance plans to keep your units running efficiently and reliably all year round. This spring is the time to call us at 920-763-2301. Log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons. Watch for details released soon about our 5-year anniversary event.
Oh, you're talking about air conditioning.
Dedication, training, giving 100%. Back in Action proudly supports high school athletes on and off the field. From physical and occupational therapy, pre- and post-orthopedic surgery, to work and sports injuries. The staff at Back in Action is trained and dedicated to you and your recovery. Your personal care plan starts with a visit to Back in Action in Fond du Lac, Kewaskum, Mayville, and New Holstein. Back in Action, getting you back in the game. BackinActionRehab.com.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, coal, oil, and propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal, Oil, and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal, Oil, and Propane.
You know, when the snow finally melts in Wisconsin, things tend to move pretty fast, especially for farmers. And before that first field is even planted, the bills are already piling up. Now, a lot of you know what I mean. That's where a farm operating loan comes in handy. You see, a short-term agriculture loan designed to cover day-to-day farm expenses can be a must for many during those seasonal peaks like planting. At Ergo Bank, it's all about better banking by design. Operating loans are built around the realities of things like farming, not some generic business model. You simply won't farm on a spreadsheet. You farm in very real time. So get the local support from people you already know at Ergo Bank. Real help when you really need it. See them also for things like home loans and car loans. Perhaps it's CDs and IRAs you might.
Sure. Welcome back here to Lomira. Lily Christian will step into the circle and take on Audra Schaefer to start off here in this top half of the first. First pitch, below the knees, ball one.
Dom, I know that this is, you said this is the first softball you've had a chance to see in its entirety. I'm pretty excited about this opportunity that we have here today.
Absolutely. I've watched a couple games just of the Wolves on the season, just when they're at home and when I have an off day. But this is the first one I'm here in the broadcast booth with Jeff Livestreams covering full time as a strike at the knees. Schaefer swings through.
Nice pitch, dropped out right at the end, and that's one thing we talked about with Casperry, but you see with Lily Christian as well, a lot of spin on the ball, and they put a lot of effort in the off season and other seasons that they play, but a lot of them play softball year round, and they don't really lose that. And Jeff, I'm going to say something to you. We don't have our scoreboard on the screen.
Do we have to have one?
2-1 the count.
Yeah, I haven't counted.
In the top of the first. Nobody on, nobody out.
I don't know why it's not on there because I'm pretty sure that I had copied the link unless I put it in the wrong spot, but let me see if I can go and find it.
As that one's a ball in the dirt, makes it 3-1. Here on the leadoff batter, Audra Schaefer.
Sage Pelletier waits on deck for Winneconne. Christian ready and winds in the circle. That one chopped right back up at her up the middle. Gussner couldn't field it, a base hit.
Nice infield single to get it started for the Wolves here. We'll see what Christian now does with a runner on.
Would have been a tough play anyways.
Oh, absolutely.
So we're going to give it. I'm normally not such a generous. I'm not so generous normally. I throw the errors out as fast as I can, but
yeah, I'm usually an error like a candy kind of guy.
You get an error. It's like Oprah. You get an error. You get an error. Well, Sage Pelletier steps in. Schaefer, the runner on first. Corners in, expecting the bunt. Squares the bunt. Runner comes halfway down the line and runs back quickly as Westfall keeps that one in front of her. Pulled back in time, did Pelletier, 1-0. That's one thing, too, Dom, is Izzy Westfall is a fantastic catcher behind the plate. Not many balls are going to get by her, and she's got a good arm, so we'll see how willing Winneconne is to try to test it. They will. They'll get the bunt down. Nice bunt by Pelletier, and a sac bunt does its job. It moves Schaefer up to second base.
Absolutely a beautiful sac bunt there by Pelletier. Gets right down, but the Lomira defense was all over the bunt after she showed it on the first pitch. That was a ball down, so good job just getting the out over there at first. They will have a runner in scoring position, and Audra Schaefer up at second.
You know, it's the rotations in softball when it's a 5-4 put out like that, and it's crazy to me how well they move in sync and everything like that, especially, you know, comparatively to baseball, where we think that causes a lot of problems when the bunt gets laid down like that. The left-handed Aubrey Mitchell watches the first pitch ball up and in. It's 1-0. One down here in the top half of the first inning. Runner in scoring position for the Wolves. Christian back to work. That one smoked to second or to short. Nice play by Gossner on hop. Throws on to first. Runner moves up 60 feet. Put two down. Bringing up the cleanup hitter in Grace Mitchell.
Boy, it sure would be critical right here for Winneconne to score first, I think, Dom.
Yeah, absolutely. Just getting a run on the board early on in games is going to be crucial to success of any team on the season, but especially a team that's 2-6 and the Wolves get that early confidence here. Essentially a sack hit from Aubrey Mitchell. Just moves the runner over, gets the out. We'll see the cleanup hitter in Grace Mitchell.
First pitch from Christian, right at the knees, a called strike. It's 0-1.
That's a beautiful pitch there from Lily Christian. Just sinks there at the bottom of the zone.
Now, pitches like that are almost unhittable.
You're never going to get good contact on them.
It's a ground ball. Yeah. It is basically a ground ball almost every time. The 0-1. Change up, hit the third. Free comes up with it on to first, and Lomira gets out of a jam. One hit, no runs, no errors, and one left aboard here in the top half of the first. Gossner leads things off in the bottom half. Back after this on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams.
Thinking about Ergo Bank. They're an equal housing lender, NMLS ID number 586757. At Ergo Bank, it's all about better banking by design.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus here at Lomira's Athletic Complex, right? Or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Athletic Association.
LAC?
Yeah,
LAAC?
I think it's LAA, or I don't know. The sign's over there. It's just
We're in Lomira.
It's just a long ways away with that bus right there. The left-handed slap hitter, Trista Gossner, steps in to start. And Dom, on the season, Gossner may not really look like a slap hitter with her statistics that you have in front of you. She is a slap hitter, but she's also got a ton of power.
Yeah, she's 389. She's got only one extra base hit here on the triple on the season. The rest of them have all been singles so far on the year.
First pitch up and away, 1-0. She can slap hit, Jeff, that triple that we actually saw that she smoked it to the left center gap here, opposite field power gap. That one up and away, 2-0 now. Again, trying to pitch around the slap hitter right now is Julia Youngbauer. Youngbauer doing the pitching, Mitchell doing the catching. Grace Mitchell, Aubrey Mitchell over at first. Maddie Hankwitz, the flex, playing second base. Schaefer at short. And Palmer, right? Palmer?
Yep.
Yeah. Palmer at third, Peters in left, Pelletier in center, and Gardner in right. 2-1 now between Youngbauer and Gossner. Gossner fouls that one off.
Evens the count at 2-2. Julia's been struggling with a little bit of an injury to her non-throwing hand.
Okay.
Hasn't affected her so much on the season, but just something to look at as we continue on this game. See if it affects her hitting more than it would pitching, as that one's in up and high to Gossner.
Seems to be the common miss from Youngbauer. Both the first two were up and away. That one up and in. Gossner got a piece of one that might have been ball 4 before. That was a little high. The payoff pitch, that one slapped to third off the glove. Palmer, it's a base hit for Gossner. She might try to stretch it into 2. She doesn't. She'll stay there. Not real hard contact right there, but enough to get it off the glove of Palmer. It's a base hit for Gossner, and that brings up Kennedy Gable. Gable, one of those Lions that played on that basketball team that went to state this season.
Yeah, and you've got to balance that too, Justin, with the girls that also made it for cross country. I don't know how many of those athletes are here as well.
Whether they're on the track team or not. That one a change up, snap throw to first, not in time. A called strike as that one clipped the outside corner. Gable this season, Dom, how's she doing batting-wise?
That's a great question, Justin.
I know you've got them right in front of you. That's why I asked.
Gable, 333 on the season, 5 hits in 15 at-bats. All of them have been singles. She has driven in a run with 1 RBI, and she's also walked 3 times.
That's the one thing that, Jeff, I think we've seen out of this Lomira team is their patience at the plate. They take a lot of pitches. They work really deep into counts.
As a team, they have 18 walks already on the young season. As Gable fouls one back, brings the count to 1-2 on a bunt attempt.
Trying to bunt there and move Gossner over, because most likely if you get her to second base, anything into green grass will probably score her with the speed she's got. The 1-2 between Youngbauer and Gable. That one's up 2-2. Grace Mitchell trying to make sure that she holds Gossner honest over there, not letting her get really too big of a jump. She's ready to snap throw it over to Aubrey Mitchell over there at any moment. The 2-2 from Youngbauer. Out in front was Gable, and picking up the strikeout is Youngbauer. 1 down here in the bottom of the first.
Nice pitch there from Youngbauer. Just got it a little bit over the bat. Kind of swung through that one a little bit late, a little bit early. I don't know how you want to call it. Just underneath the pitch on a changeup.
Looked like she got her hands and hips out in front just because it was a changeup and fooled her a little bit. That brings up Isabel Westfall, who has 4 extra base hits in the games we've covered already this season. She'd like to keep that going. Smokes it to third. It's a base hit. Gossner moves up 1. Attacking the first pitch, and that's one thing that we also saw from Lomira in the Mayville game as well as the Winneconne game, Jeff. They get on top of the first pitch right away.
I love their approach at the plate. They are very aggressive up there, and I think to be successful, especially in softball, you have to be aggressive.
And Dom, that brings up their power bat of sorts. Lily Christian's had quite the year so far.
11 RBIs on the season, including 2 that have gone over the fence in outfield, and that one's got a chance.
I think that one might be out of here as well. It is. It's a 3-run shot for Christian to dead away center. It's 3-0 Lions.
Talk about her power hitting on the year. Talk about her RBI. She adds 3 on 1 swing of the bat. Attacking first pitch once again. Lily Christian gives the Lions a first inning lead. 3-0 now for Lomira.
It's a, I clicked the wrong button.
It said home run.
I clicked Winneconne one. Now I got to click +1. There we go. I got it. Oh, thanks. Yeah, Dom, I mean, that ball was crushed.
Sure was.
The wind's blowing in, too, from left field, so you really can't say too much from that. It was off the bat. We kind of talked about it. That's her 3rd of the year now. 14 RBIs in just 6 games.
Unbelievable. This is just the start of her 6th game, so 10 or 11 hits now in 15 or 16 at bats. A tremendous start to the season for Lily Christian. We'll see if she can help her own, or kind of go back in the circle here in the bottom or the top half of the next inning to keep that lead, and now 3-1 or 3-0.
Free watch one, or swung one at knees. It's 0-1. Youngbauer like to get a quick out after that one. That one chopped on the ground, right back to Youngbauer. She'll throw on the first in time. PFP, pitcher's fielding position. And I think we see that more in softball than we do in baseball, Don.
Yeah, there's more opportunities for it. There's a lot of light contact things where it goes right back to the circle, and pitchers play the ball a little bit more often, either on the bunt packages or just playing it on the swunts.
Well, you've got all the dirt also that slows that ball down, which gives them an opportunity to field their position. More so baseball, you have grass that, unless it's your artificial turf, obviously.
Brings up Kasperi, who in the games I've covered hasn't really been great this season, but she's other game that I think the New Holstein game held her up to having a 333, Dom, if you remember. You said that earlier, right?
Yeah. Oh, no, 231 on the season.
Okay.
3 hits and 13 at-bats. 2 of them singles, but she does have a home run on the year.
1?
Yep.
1 power. She does have power. The 2-0, that one smoked to second. Nice play by Hankwitz over to first, and that'll do it. 3-run score on 3 hits. Nobody left aboard and no errors. In the bottom of the first, it's 3-0 Lions after 1 on a Lily Christian 3-run shot to center. Back after this on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Back here in Lomira, Avery Samolinski. All right, thanks, Tom. I was really hoping I got that one right. I butchered one the other night when Mackay, or when it was Jacob that told me the name, and I messed it up, and I felt really bad. Brings up Samolinski will take on Lily Christian, and that third runner that was left on third base for Winneconne seems like something you're going to want back at this point. You're already down 3-0 after the pitcher Lily Christian smacked one out to dead center. That's one thing I think you can't really do against this Lomira team is leave runners on base.
Yeah, you can't go down in the first inning, have a runner on third in scoring position, and not get it home, especially when vision, I guess, is 20/20, when you'd like to see something better after a 3-run shot from Lily Christian in the bottom half of that inning.
Christian pumps in a strike at the knees to Samolinski. It's 1-1. Threw 11 pitches in that first inning. Wow, I felt like you first. I felt I was doing it, Dom. I did it too. We both had ourselves.
Watch the blood, man.
2-1 now to Samolinski, and Samolinski at 6'1" would be my guess. She's the tall one, right?
Yeah, they're wrong. Isn't the catcher Grace Mitchell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3-1 now to Samolinski. Seems that Christian's trying to paint the corners here, not really give her anything in a power zone. The 3-1. Outside corner, got a wave and a miss. Runs it full. Samolinski on the season, Dom.
Unofficially, she is 2 for 8. So 250 on the year. She was one of those JV call-ups early on in the season when Winneconne was looking for some more girls to come out and play as she strikes out on a pitch outside of the zone, swings through that one, immediately wants it back.
That's a pitch, too, in softball that a lot of times I think is actually called a strike. They seems to be more, I'm not trying to say anything about umpires. I think they give them the river more than they do in softball, more than they do in baseball. River is what you'd say between the white lines there. Molly Palmer steps in, the third baseman, watches one at the knees for a called strike. It's 0-1. I know, Jeff, you've seen more softball games this season, but I think for me that's been the common theme is I've seen more of those pitches that have been called strikes in the river.
I think they want them to hit, and I wish that they would do the same thing with baseball because we make the comment all the time, at least I do, if you gave me the choice to call softball or call baseball, all day long I'm on softball.
I think we all would right
I think
here.
we're all 3 for 3 for sure, and I'm pretty sure Mackay at home would say the exact same thing.
Yeah, I think I convinced him last year that after we called one softball game together. I'm like,
I mean, it just keeps moving.
It is. It's fast-paced.
Yep.
It's tight-knit where every play seems to matter so much. Every hit seems to matter. There's a play on it every time as that one's a ball in the dirt to Palmer. Palmer 6 for 22 on the season, 5 RBIs and 4 walks to her name, 273 average for her early on, and now her 9th game of the season.
And you wonder too, Jeff and Dom, you can comment on this too. These two, I mean, I know they probably practiced indoors or whatever, but they all pretty much had a whole week off last week, and maybe one game they got in last week just because of the weather. Does that change your swing? Does that slow things down a little bit? Especially in the circle, and another strikeout for Lily Christian as she blew it by Palmer. 2 down here in the top half of the second inning.
Well, there's a big difference about even if you got a chance to throw indoors, pitching off of a circle on the gym floor versus throwing on a mound here. Plus, especially here, there is actually an arc to it here that the pitching mound is higher than first plate here. I should say the pitching, I don't know, I guess the rubber.
Yeah, there's the slope or whatever, your legitimate slope that there actually is here, whatever, however far it drops off, half a foot or a foot or say. So it is different to pitch from a circle in the gym than in the circle in here. I know they like to practice on the turf too every once in a while. 1-0 in there for a strike at the knees, and seems like Christian seems to be living there so far down.
Yeah, absolutely. The Wolves actually got two games in last week, even with all the weather. They got one in at home on Tuesday and a loss, and then were able to play Saturday morning before things got too cold for comfort.
Another one on the outside corner at the knees. It's 1-2 now. Christian trying to strike out the side here in the 4 or 5, 6, 7. Or was it? It was 5. Yeah, 5, 6, 7 part of the order for Winneconne.
Does Winneconne play on a turf field? Their softball?
That one chopped back up the middle. Gossner can't get to it. A base hit for Youngbauer trying to help her own cause.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Take it where the pitch was at, right down the middle. Drives it right back up the gut.
Brings up the left fielder, Caden Peters. Must start changing something. Oh, no. Courtesy runner down. Who's a courtesy runner over there?
That's number 8, 28? Is there a 28?
There is a 28. Somewhere.
No, that's not 28.
No?
No, is it 25?
I don't know who
No,
that is.
I don't know.
We'll see when she jumps off. I'll see if I can pick it up for you guys.
First pitch to Peters in the dirt.
I guess that
It
2
is
and that
28.
8 is not 28.
It
but
is 2 at 28, but I don't have a 28 on my varsity roster.
Lily Robert.
No, Lily Robert is no longer on the team.
Oh. Well, then I don't
that
know
must
who
be
it is.
somebody else who they moved in.
Must be.
Sorry about that.
Oh, Jeff, you had a picture of the lineup, didn't you?
I did. Thank you very much.
That one low, 2-0 now.
See if I can figure out how to get to my pictures.
I know Nora Last has been doing a lot of courtesy running for them. so
Macy
it's not fair.
Johannes.
Macy Johannes. That one bounced in front of the plate, and it'll move Johannes up a base.
Our apologies to Macy for not having that updated on the roster.
I'll hear about it in study hall tomorrow.
Okay.
She one of your students?
She is.
Oh, nice.
Well, Dom, it is your fault.
It
You're
is.
the one that sent us the roster, so we didn't go back and check. So
I didn't know Macy had been called up. Congratulations to Macy.
3-0 to Peters. Christian got to come. It's away, ball 4.
So pass ball, wild pitch doesn't come into play, as Johannes would have taken second on the walk to Caden Peters.
this is twice now that the Winneconne Wolves have had runners in scoring position here with 2 outs. Can they make Lomira pay here this time?
See what Neela Gardner's got. She's 4 for 20 on the season with a single RBI. Would love to add one to her total now as she takes a strike looking. Start the at-bat.
How young is this team? I mean, I didn't check it basically out, but where are they at as far as approximate balance with underclassmen, freshmen, sophomores?
Let's see, they got 3 juniors that I know, about 2 seniors, and then the rest is underclassmen, sophomores, and freshmen on this team. Neela, one of the 2 seniors. Also a senior leadership for basketball program from the Wolves. But then Youngbauer's a junior, Grace Mitchell's a junior, Sage Pelletier is a junior, Hank Witt's a junior.
That one fouled off in front of the plate. 1-2 now.
What an effort there that time by, I should have a free one here, Justin.
Oh, I thought that one got plugged in. Okay.
We'll see if that one is set up or not to tell me if it's working.
Christian coming home. That one swung on a beautiful pitch, a changeup gets them. So they leave 2 stranded, 3 strikeouts from Lily Christian. That inning keeps the lead at 3-0 for the Lions. We'll be back on JLS and Radio Plus Sports and NFHS after this.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, 3rd generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lomira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we have the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lomira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Join a growing team offering outstanding benefits, including their own health clinic, paid training, and top wages. Take the next step in your career. Join Southern Wisconsin's premier manufacturer, Metalcraft of Mayville, hiring all positions, skilled and unskilled. All shifts at their Mayville, West Bend, Beaver Dam, Fall River, and Horicon facilities. No experience required. Learn more and apply at MTLcraft.com. That's MTLcraft.com. Metalcraft is an equal opportunity employer. Minorities, women, veterans, and persons with disabilities encouraged to apply.
Youngbauer back to work. She'll face Eleanor Collies in a first pitch outside. 1-0 in the bottom of the second inning. Lions pop 3 in the first. Would like to get something back up rolling. 7, 8, 9 due up for them. Collies, Benke, and Thomas.
Is Collies the second lefty in the lineup for Lomira?
Yes.
Kasperi is the first. Is that? Or no, not Kasperi. Gosner, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair amount of lefties in the lineup in general anyways. I mean, I think Laconia had 2 or 3 in their lineup as well, and don't see a ton in the softball side. 3-0 now to Collies, and Youngbauer got to come. And this is a part of the order that, for Lomira, has been pretty good. Benke, she'll come up next, and she's been batting like .583 in the games that we've covered. That one up and in, a called strike. It's 3-1. Tom has the official stats for her, who's waiting on deck. But if I were at the point shift, she was batting .583 in -1 game. It's probably still at least in the 400s, even if she had a bad game. Ellie's fouls went off, makes it 3-2. Nice battle by Youngbauer.
She's actually all the way up to 500 on the season.
Benke?
7 for 14, yeah.
Yeah, so she dropped 83 points in between the game that we covered, the games we've covered in that extra game as well. So that's a pretty good statistic, batting .500 as an 8-hole hitter. The payoff to Collies, she smokes it on the ground through the infield. I would say the hits for Lomira have been ripped so far.
They a lot of good contact from the box here for the Lions.
That's their 4th hit already in this one, and it brings up Addie Benke. Jeff, you talked about the music before the game, but I even think the walk-up songs are kind of classics here.
Yeah. Very old school, great music.
Nothing great.
From the best generation of music.
Dom, you got nothing?
No, I agree.
Okay. Benke squares the bunt. It gets off the end of the bat and foul.
Are you kind of surprised that they would do this with a .500 hitter that you would want her bunting?
I think it's more or less just the principle of where you're at in the order. I mean, I think it doesn't matter in the lineup who would come up in this situation. I think she'd probably bunt about everybody but Lily Christian right about now.
Maybe she's got a really good bunt.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe.
The 0-1, and that went up and away, and she offered 0-2.
Youngbauer, you said Youngbauer?
Yep.
Yeah, that ball was dancing. It had a nice little curve and a rise at the same time. It broke away. And it was coming up as well. I mean, what a good pitch.
She's been a varsity pitcher all 3 seasons she's been up. She's their workhorse here in her junior season. Really out of pitching depth are the Wolves after some seniors have graduated last year. The only other pitcher on the season is Sage Pelletier, who this is her first time pitching since Little Leagues this season.
2-2 now. Benke's worked the count back even. Colley's the runner off of first base. In the bottom of the order, and Tori Thomas waits on deck.
One of the negatives of having good, solid couple of senior pitchers is your younger pitchers don't get the work usually. I mean, you're not going to put them in a conference game because you want to try and win your conference, and then I don't know. It's hard to get them that experience.
Benke's to work the count to full, and she pops that one up. Center field going to be a tough play. Ranges in and makes the grab. Does Sage Pelletier.
Nice jump there by Pelletier because that was not very deep. Made a great read on that ball coming off of the bat and was able to get in and caught that right on the edge of the grass and the dirt.
playing a little bit shallower as the wind's blowing in. I mean, that's what you think would happen until Lily Christian spanks one out to center. But I think both teams are kind of playing a little bit just because of the wind, the way the wind's blowing. That one, first pitch inside to Thomas. Thomas this season, Dom, another one that in the games that we've been to, she's been pretty good.
Yeah, 5 for 12 on the season, 417 average. She's driven in 2, scored 4 times herself. No walks on the season yet, so not as disciplined, or maybe hasn't had the opportunity to take as many walks here early on in the 6th game here.
That's a really good coaching moment. May not get seen it on the camera, but you see it here as you're looking at Coach Clark. Is Thomas went to square the bunch, kind of lunged at it. Coach Clark said, hey, stay back, stay within it, just turn and do it, and she pops that one out of play, foul.
So impressed, Justin, have we been with the bottom of this lineup, the 79 hitters for Lomira. They just have been
They get on base.
Solid.
And that's the big thing, too, is they get on base. They give Gossner a chance with runners in scoring position. Christian, Gable, they're all getting Westfall. They're all getting chances to get RBIs early. That went down and into Thomas. She works the count even at 2-2. One down here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Lions with Collies hitting a leadoff single and a runner on first. Haven't moved her over yet. They like to. They missed 3 bunt attempts, actually. The 2-2, that one chopped on the ground. Going to be a tough play. Thomas with good speed. Throw from third just in time. Nice play over there by Molly Palmer.
Good grab, good jump. Got the ball out of her glove early to get that out at first. So not necessarily a sack bunt, but a sack swunt.
Does the job, though.
Sure
Moves
does.
the runner into scoring position for your leadoff hitter.
Yeah, for the top of the order now in Trista Gossner. 1 for 1 on the day. Single her first time up. I believe it was right over the glove of Palmer at third.
I think it just clipped
opposite way.
I think it just clipped the edge of her glove, right?
Yeah.
Yep, I think that was that one. There's another one that was ripped right at her as well. First pitch to Gossner in there for a strike. This at-bat seems to be that she was staying still, not slap hitting this one. Gets the call from the dugout, does Youngbauer. She's ready. Colley's the runner on second base. The 0-1. Now she moves on that one. I think that provides a different look, too, as if you have the ability to slap and or swing with power, you can change it up in the middle of at-bat. Something different for Youngbauer to see. That one hit in front of the plate. Youngbauer comes into field. Gossner beats it out at infield single.
Left-handed in that batter's box, hits it into the dirt, does not roll as fast as we were talking about before. And Youngbauer got a good jump, I thought, off of the circle. It was just the left-handed hitter. Yeah.
That took like maybe 2 bounces and just stopped, and that was going to be a tough play with Gossner's speed. Now we see Lomira, I know they've tried that play where they stopped the runner. We'll see if Mitchell throws or not. Colley's the runner on third base. Gossner on first. It's Kennedy Gable who squares the bunt. All down and in. Gossner steals the throws in front of the bag.
Boy, I almost think they could have made the tag there, Justin.
Yeah.
I thought so, too.
I don't disagree with you.
I think they were looking double steal so much that they forgot they could just get that final out
at
there, second.
Right, there's 2 outs. That's why I was actually going to jump in and say I would be surprised if they would try and do that delayed steal.
Seemed like a really good throw from Grace Mitchell. It looked like it got there first.
1-0 ripped to center, but nice grab by Pelletier, and they get out of it. It's a pair of hits. 2 runners left aboard for Lomira. No run score in the bottom of the 2nd. Top of the 3rd coming up after this. 3-0 Lions. Back after this on RP and JLS.
For over a century, Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed to quality workmanship and getting the job done right the first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
Back here in Lomira, the top of the order due up for Winneconne. 1, 2, 3. Schaefer, Pelletier, and Mitchell due up. Winneconne trying to get something going here in these middle innings, and they kind of need to. I think that early 3-0 lead from Lomira may be a tough one to get out of. They've had base runners. They just haven't had that timely hit yet, Tom.
Yeah, they haven't had a timely hit when runners in scoring position. They had 2 different opportunities here in the first 2 innings with runners at second with 1 out and then 2 outs. Is this one hit on?
It's a nice play by Gossner, but Benke dropped it. It'll be an E3. Schaefer reaches base for the second time today. I got to remember where the air button is, Dom.
In play.
Yeah, I got her. We got there. Pelletier hit a sac bunt in her last time up. We'll see if she does the same thing. She squares the bunt this time. Pulls back. Runner goes. Throw to second. Not in time. Gossner dropped the ball. Going to third. Going to be a tough play. Nice throw. Going to get her. No, and not. All kinds of speed right there from Audra Schaefer, and all of a sudden, runner moves all the way to third.
Schaefer with some heads-up base running.
That's more than heads-up base running.
Able to see that ball go into center field as we got a meeting of the minds here in the circle.
Yeah, that ball didn't really seem like it really got that far past Trissa Gossner, but Schaefer trusted herself and was up and running right away. Like, didn't really get very far away from her at all. Coach Clark wanted to have a conversation here. And
ball or strike?
I don't know. I think it was a ball. I put
so
it in
too.
as a ball. It looked low to me. Yep, ball. 1-0, so Dom, I think like watching that, you see everything that happened in that situation, and you're like, Lomira, well, no, don't throw it around, but it's like they really didn't throw it around. It was a missed tag, because I actually think they would have got Schaefer on the throw from Westball if Gossner doesn't drop the ball, and it doesn't really go that far away from her, and Schaefer with just good speed just kept running.
Yeah. Talk about in softball, just the short field compared to baseball, and that means you can definitely take some extra bags when needed, even with a ball that doesn't trickle that far away from your fielders. If you're heads up and ready to go.
Good block behind the plate by Westfall on that one. Kept it in front of her as Pelletier squared to bunt early. Pulled back as the pitch was low. Free and Benke corners our way in for Lomira. Christian in a jam here in the top half of the third inning. Nobody out, runner on third. The 2-0. Pelletier gets the bunt down. Can they hold the runner at third? No, Schaefer comes home. She will score 3-1. Bunt does its job.
Sure does. They get the out at first to retire Pelletier, but Schaefer gets the first run on the board for the Wolves on the sack bunt. Runner coming home to score.
That brings up Aubrey Mitchell, who started out short the last time she was up.
Two sack bunts now on the day for Pelletier.
Nice pitch right there from Christian to get a little rebound there. Zips one in at the bottom of the zone. It's 0-1.
Aubrey's been the most consistent hitter for the Wolves on the year.
Checked her swing. She went around. Oh, sorry now.
No, you're good. Gonna say the same thing.
Mitchell with 10 hits and 24 at-bats, batting .417 in the season with 3 RBIs, 9 runs scored. Watches that one up and away. 1-2. So no home runs for them this year? You didn't have it in there?
Not yet.
All right.
At least not on Game Changer.
Not on Game Changer, okay. 1-2 change up out in front was Mitchell, but got a piece of it.
Maybe just not what I saw in Game Changer.
I believe you. I didn't look at their Game Changer. I believe you. 1-2 now between Christian and Mitchell. Grace Mitchell waits on deck. She's doing the catching today. The 1-2 from Lily Christian. That one hit towards short. Gossner comes in on it, throws on to first. In time. Just barely got Mitchell. Not by much there, Dom.
No, not by much at all. Good job by Aubrey to at least run it out, give it a shot.
2 down here in the top half of the third inning. Brings up Grace Mitchell.
1 scored now for the Wolves this inning. Gets that donut off the scoreboard. Still 3-1 in favor of the home team Lions.
Mitchell batting .222 this year. Watches one go by her for a called strike. It's 0-1.
Nice strike at the top part of the zone.
4 hits for her, 4 walks, 7 runs scored, and 6 RBIs. This middle part of the order. The 0-1 between Christian and Grace Mitchell. Just outside, 1-1.
Tried to get a frame there from Westfall. Tried to bring it back in.
That is
a really nice pitch.
Tough pitch to lay off.
Yeah, it sure is.
Like an incredibly tough pitch to lay off. Lawyer likes to pitch there, too, in the games that I know I've done. They really like to live on that outer half. There's that changeup, and it gets the outside corner. 1-2 now. It's a freeze pitch. It's a tough pitch for anybody to swing at because you're gassed up the entire time, and then you get something like that. The 1-2 between Christian and Grace Mitchell. Too low, 2-2.
Really nice pitch change in the eye level that time for Mitchell. Hard to stay off that one on a 2-strike count. Mitchell does a good job watching it go by for 2-2, evens it up. Deuces are wild.
Christian rocks and fires and got the chase on that changeup, grounded back to her, throws on to first. So 1 run scores on 1 error. Nobody left aboard. We head to the bottom half of the third inning. Lions lead 3-1 through 2.5. Back after this on RP and JLS.
Oakfield Elevator is a proud sponsor of high school sports. You see, Oakfield Elevator custom manufactures animal feed. They also receive dry store and market grain. Oakfield Elevator offers poultry and wild bird seeds, bagged shell corn, and wildlife, and a lot more. Oakfield Elevator has de-icing and softener salts too. Oakfield Elevator at 280 North Main Street, a proud sponsor of high school sports.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Welcome back here to Lomira. It'll be 3-4-5 due up. Westfall Christian Free due up for the Lions. Youngbauer back to work. Would like to have another shutdown inning and get those Winneconne bats back up and rolling. Izzy Westfall, one of the power hitters for this Lions team. All kinds of extra base hits this season. 4 for her so far. Batting .462 with 5 singles and a double and 8 runs scored. 5 RBIs. She's walked 3 times. It gets on base a ton. Good speed. I think that's a thing that you kind of go throughout the Lomira lineup is there's good speed almost all the way through. Westfall spanks one into the gap in left center field. It'll get down. It rolls all the way to the fence. It'll be a double in leash. She'll stop at second base with a stand-up double for Isabel Westfall, attacking the first pitch.
Sure did, and that one was hit all the way out to the fencing. In left center field, Pelletier, the center fielder, able to get there first and hold her at 2, but a nice piece of hitting. Gets runners on second with nobody out to get up. Who else but Lily Christian?
Now 14 RBIs on the season for Lily Christian and 3 home runs. Chance with a runner in scoring position once again for her. And that one skied into left field. Ranging back as the left fielder. It'll fall. And it looks like Westfall's going to come around third. She will. Throw comes in. It won't be in time. It's a double for Lily Christian. It's 4-1.
So far, Lily Christian's seen 2 pitches, and one of them was hit to right center field over the fence. This one hit to left center field and got to the fence on maybe a hop. Incredible hitting so far from Lily Christian on this young campaign, and she continues to do it here today against the Wolves.
15 RBIs on the season for Lily Christian so far, and in just, 5.5 games? It's unbelievable. That brings up Brianna Free, the third baseman, who has not had a sensational season yet this year. Good over at third. Seems to be a vacuum over there. She'll square the bunt, got a piece of it. Into the glove anyways of Grace Mitchell. It's 0-1. Lions once again with runners in scoring position. Now back-to-back doubles to lead off this bottom of the third. It's 4-1. In the heart of their order, threatening once again. And Young Bauer seems to be in a little bit of a jam here in the bottom of the third. Free squares the bunt right in front of the plate. It'll move Christian over to third. Throw goes to first. Sack bunt does its job.
Sure does. A lot of sack bunts here today in Lomira. Something you see a lot more often in softball. So many hitters down and up the lineup, or that can usually hit down a really good bunt and at least get somebody to move over, even if they get out every time. I don't hear you.
You're on. Yeah. I can't hear you. Dead ball. That one hit Casperi. Try again.
So Casperi heads to first on the hit by pitch from Young Bauer. So runners at the corners now, 1 out for the 7-hole hitter, number 7, Eleanor Collies.
Next from the Lions, number 7, Eleanor Collies.
Brings up the left-handed Collies, who slapped a single through the 3-4 gapper last sign up. She pops that one up on the edge of the infield. Ranging back is Schaefer. She'll make the grab. 2 down. That's about as perfect of an out as you could get if you're Julia Youngbauer.
Yeah, with runners at the corners, you want something simple and that can hold the runners on, as both of them are held at the corners there. The infield fly out. We lost our camera.
Oh, we did? Which one?
The one in
Oh,
left center.
I don't know why. Says no.
So ball 1 to Benke. Ball 2 to Benke. See if we can get that one back up and rolling here in center field. For now we got Jeff Cam.
Number 1 Cam. Benke slaps a single to right. It's an RBI. It's 5-1. Continues her hot hitting on this campaign. Lomira once again with timely hitting gets it done.
Sure do. Another runner in scoring position that's moved home. Pushes 2 across now. Looks like it's connecting the transmitter up there.
Okay. That sounds like it's a good thing.
We'll see.
First pitch to Thomas. That one to right center field. It's going to find its way to the gap. That one gets by the center fielder. 1 run scores. They'll send Benke. Throw comes in. It'll be a triple for Thomas. It's 7-1. Tori Thomas just never stopped running.
No, she did not. She saw that ball hit. She knew there were 2 outs. Just continue to run until somebody says that there's an out somewhere. Gets home with ease on a triple.
Once again,
Thomas.
Lomira attacking that first pitch again, Dom. Not giving much of a chance for Winneconne
to get settled.
Yeah, she just attack, that mentality. Now 9 hits on the day for Lomira, 5 of them in this inning. Gossner tries to lay down a bunt. It's fouled off.
And we got the camera back up and rolling.
All right.
0-1 here to Gosner. Back to the start, top of the order for the Lions. 2 for 2 for Trista on the day, as that one's just a little too high.
Last at bat, she laid down a bunt right in front of home plate that beat that one out. Youngbauer actually seemed like she got there in time, just good speed from Gosner. Thomas the runner on third and a 1-1 count. Gosner slaps it to left field. Going to be a tough play coming in on a nice grab out there and left by Caden Peters. That does it for the inning. It's 5 hits, it's 4 runs, and 1 left aboard on no errors. Lomira leads 7-1 through 3. Back after this on RP and JLS.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
Schroffnagel Implement of Lomira is a proud sponsor of the Lions in today's game. A family-owned and operated business since 1951. They're a full-service ag and lawn and garden center, too. Pickup and delivery are available. Schroffnagel Implement of Lomira. Check out their brand new up-to-date website at schroffnagel.com. That's schroffnagel.com. Go Lions from your #1 team at Schroffnagel Implement, Lomira.
At Warner Harmson Furniture, Flooring, Kitchen, and Bath, we know that your home is more than just 4 walls. From kitchen and bath remodels to full home renovations and new construction, we have the team for you. Warner Harmson brings expert design and craftsmanship to every project. Dependable, detail-driven, and dedicated to you, we turn your vision into a home. Warner Harmson, we do it all. Visit warnerharmson.com and book your free consultation today.
Back here in Lomira, Avery Samolinski steps in. She will take on Lily Christian, who she struck out against the last time to start the top of the 4th. In there for a strike and a swing and a miss. Blew that one by her, did Christian. A little extra on that one, Dom.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit of gas, a little high cheese.
I think
Christian here in the 4th.
It seems to work a lot more in softball with the changing the eye levels. That one hit on the ground right back at the middle. Samolinski picks up a single.
Single right up the middle. Nice piece of hitting there as she saw that fastball up high. Got a little bit of a lower pitch, possibly a little bit of a change of speed. Puts that one right back up the middle for a single.
That'll bring in a runner as well.
Is it? Nora Last is going to pinch run for Avery. As Palmer's going to come up and bat.
Palmer steps in. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. Last the runner on first. Winneconne trying to get something going here in this top half of the 4th. Trying to chip away at this 6-run lead for Lomira. Palmer squares the butt and fouls it off.
Just fouled back. Trying to move Nora Last over to second, possibly in scoring position.
There's been traffic on the base paths for Winneconne, just not able to push over other than that last run with Schaefer kind of, Brewer to run, stole a base, ball got away, got to third, and then they scored on a bunt.
Yep, little Brewer ball, little small ball.
A bunt foul behind the plate by Palmer, didn't just miss that one.
So we'll see if the approach changes now with an 0-2 count. Likely aren't looking bunt here, unless Palmer's very confident in her abilities here on an 0-2 count. So we'll see Christian get the sign and come home. That one going to be outside. Just gets off the glove of Westfall, but Last back, no problem, no throw. Still over at first, nobody out.
You don't want to test Izzy Westfall either. She will throw it over to first base if she gets the opportunity. That one away, 2-2 now.
stepping back in, evens the count at Palmer after 2 bunt attempts go foul. Down by 6, though, are the Wolves. They need to push these runners home given the opportunity.
Swing and a miss on the outside corner. Got her to chase. Another strikeout for Lily Christian.
That'll bring up the pitcher, Julia Youngbauer. Her second time up today, she's 1 for 1 with a single. 7 and 8, both with singles last time up. Peters was able to get to first.
That one smoked to center field, but coming in on it is Riley Warner. Didn't really have to move too much for that one. Probably the loudest contact for Winneconne. Just happened to be ripped right at the center fielder.
Yeah, couldn't get any unluckier than that, just underneath it at the right time. Like you said, the first good piece of contact out to the outfield grass that time in the air, just right to center field.
That's kind of the beauty of baseball and softball is you could do something perfect as a batter and still get out.
That's what makes the sport so enjoyable.
It does, and that's something like that you can say with a lot of other sports that you don't see. Is you can hit a perfect. I mean, perfect bat level, perfect contact, right to center field or right field. It just can be ripped right at somebody. 1-0, hit on the ground. Christian knocks it down, throws on the first in time. So, on one hit, they leave one aboard in the top half of the 4th inning. Through 3.5, it's 7-1 Lions. Back after this with Kennedy Gable leading things off from Lomira after this.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Kennedy Gable to face Julia Youngbauer to start the bottom of the 4th. And 4 runs in that last half inning for Lomira. Would like to get that going again. They had 5 hits in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and they're all loud contact. Gappers, left center, right center. Didn't really seem anywhere the ball was placed, and that one's ripped on the ground to short. Schaefer comes up with it, throws on the first in time. Nice play over there at short by Audra Schaefer.
Good job attacking the ball, making sure you're getting to it quickly. As softball players are always quick out of the box and always try to leg out an infield single. We've seen it plenty of times here today even. As Izzy Westfall steps in.
2 for 2 with a single and a double. She doubled and scored in the last inning. Attacks the first pitch, rips it on the ground. Schaefer knocks it down, throws the first in time. What a play. Back-to-back fantastic plays, or web gems as they say, over at short by Audra Schaefer.
Senior leadership comes into play in many ways, and baseball and softball season could be offense. In this case, it's Schaefer showing her defensive abilities over at short.
And
kind of the infield leader.
Brings up Lily Christian, who has yet to been put out today. And 2 power hits as well. First pitch outside her.
First time she's watched a pitch today.
Yep. I also would say that they might pitch around her a little bit with the bases empty.
I don't think you're giving her anything close to the zone.
The 1-0.
I say that.
That one hit high to right, ranging over is Gardner, and she'll make a running catch. And the leap for that one, and again, that ball carried a ton from Lily Christian, but 3 up, 3 down they go. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left aboard in the bottom of the 4th through 4. 7-1 Lions. Due up is the 9-1-2 portion of the lineup for Winneconne back after this.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Let's talk conditioning.
I'm here to pump you up.
What?
Da-da-da-da.
We here at All Phase have great maintenance plans to keep your units running efficiently and reliably all year round. This spring is the time to call us at 920-763-2301. Log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons. Watch for details released soon about our 5-year anniversary event.
Oh, you're talking about air conditioning.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan.
Back here in Lomira, 7-1, and hopefully Winneconne, see if Winneconne can get something going here. 3 up, 3 down in that bottom of the fourth, and they got 9-1, 2-2 up here. It'll be Neela Gardner who just made the catch in right field to end that last half inning.
Yeah, they're going to need it. Running out of time here in a 6-run game, top half of the 5th. Away here in Lomira as well.
Struck out on a foul tip in her last at bat.
Oh, I didn't have it as a foul tip. You were paying more attention than I was.
I tried. Christian will go back to work as they finally got her out without her letting her hit an extra base hit in the bottom of the fourth. That went low on the first pitch. 1-0.
Tremendous portable work here from boss man Jeff. Jeff Cam in full effect here. As we can see Gardner in the righty's batter's box. Get ready for a pitch from Christian.
1-0 from Lily Christian. Swinging a miss out in front was Gardner, and a good pitch at the bottom of the zone. Late drop on it. Confused her. 1-1 now, and Christian with 4 strikeouts today, all swinging, got none of them looking. The 1-1. Got Gardner to chase again. It's 1-2.
Second time in a row, Gardner was just a little late on a nice ball down low. Swinging through it to make it 1-2.
Almost like the Winneconne is just going over, swinging over top of it with that late drop on it that Lily Christian seems to put on her fastball. There's the changeup. That one hit off the plate, foul ball.
I believe it hit home plate. As Gardner was trying to make it over to first.
I don't think she was going to. Westfall was all over it. She was ready for it.
Right on the bounce. She kind of shook her head right when she heard the home plate umpire call it foul. She was ready to get the out at first for the first one of this inning. Instead, it'll be Lily Christian to get the out with a swinging strikeout. Another one for her on the night. Give her how many, Justin?
That's her 5th now. All swinging. That brings up Audra Schaefer, who has yet to be retired today. Reached on an error in her last at-bat and scored the only run for Winneconne today.
Had those 2 web gems in the bottom half of the 4th.
Checked her swing, did not go. 1-0. That's a nice pitch. Just a little bit, takes a little bit off that fastball and puts it on the outside corner. Tough pitch to get to as a player. If it's just a hair out there, you almost want to chase it. That one a little bit up, 2-0 now.
Schaefer's got a very specific routine when getting to the box. Every time. Check the eye level on the bat.
Got her knuckles aligned, everything.
Yep.
2-0 fouled into the fence. Nothing phases the boss man. He didn't even move.
It's true professional.
True professional.
You think he didn't move because he didn't see it?
I don't know. He is looking right into the sun, too.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't on his eye vision. Mackay's not here. I'm not picking on somebody with glasses.
2-1. Smoke down the right field line. It's just hooking foul. Two and 2 now. Christian trying to pick up another strikeout, and Schaefer just trying to reach base again and try to get some havoc done on the base pass with her running again. Stole a base, picked up an extra base on a ball that was dropped by Trista Gossner, and then scored on a bunt. in the top half of the third inning. She thought Winneconne got something rolling, and then Lomira pops 4 in that bottom of the third. Christian gets her call from the dugout. The 2-2. Hit on the ground to short, or to second. Gable comes up with it, throws on to first in time. That'll bring up Sage Pelletier, who has executed 2 sacrifice bunts today.
Yeah, she's got nobody to move over this time, so we'll see her swing or maybe bunt for a hit, but no time this time trying to move somebody over. Sage will step in now.
2 down here in the top of the 5th. Christian thrown 67 pitches today. Checked her swing, did Pelletier. 1-0. You know, obviously it doesn't matter what the pitch counts are or anything like that, but you can't tell me when someone throws 120 pitches that your arm isn't hurting a little bit.
Yeah, it's not the same as baseball where
No.
there's so many restrictions on the shoulder. But if you're doing a windmill every time around, I know I'd be sore after 20 or so pitches.
Not 100. There was a softball player, I think, at the Division I level that played an extra inning game, and she was at 220 pitches.
Yeah, no, thank you.
The 1-1 between Christian and Pelletier bounced in the dirt. Westfall keeps it in front of her, 2-1.
Can't tell me you're not icing after that.
There's a lot more than icing going on after that. Aubrey Mitchell would like a chance with a runner on base. She waits on deck. Pelletier at a 2-1 count with Lily Christian. Nice pitch again. That late drop confused Pelletier. It's 2-2 now. Seems she's went to that pitch more as the day has went on.
Giving these Wolves hitter to chase something down low. Possibly get out in front of it.
2-2. Fouled back into the fence. Tom, I'm proud of us. We didn't even move.
No, I didn't. Mostly because I was watching the camera, not the ball. If I probably was watching the ball, I would have flinched backwards.
You know, they say there's a fence in front of us, but it doesn't feel like it when there's a ball coming at you.
Your gut instinct is to flinch.
Christian on the 2-2 again. Change up, grounded to third. Free comes up with it, throws on the first in time. 3 up, 3 down they go. No hits, no runs, no errors, and nobody left aboard in this top half of the 5th inning. Lions going to try to get the bats back up and rolling. It'll be Brianna Free to lead things off. Back after this on RP and JLS.
Salmon.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
Bottom of the 5th, 5, 6, 7, 2 up for Lomira. It'll be Brianna Free to lead things off against Julia Youngbauer. And you know she'd like to, again, try to get the bats back up and rolling. And you're in the heart of the order for Winneconne, due up in that top half of the 6th. Maybe the last time you see them in this one.
Yeah, you'd love to get a shot right here. Just get out of this inning quickly. Give your batters a chance with the 3-4-5 coming up for Winneconne. But she's got to handle the bottom part of the heart here, 5, 6, and 7 from the Lions side.
Free grounded out and hit into a sacrifice bunter for her second time up. 0 for 1 of the day. Watches the first pitch ball in the dirt. 1-0. Again, Brianna Free hasn't had like the best year at the plate, but she's a vacuum over at third. She makes a lot of plays and does not really make a mistake or an error very often. I don't think I've seen her make one all year. That went inside. 2-0 now. Been changing directions now. Blowing into the outfield. 2-0. Right at the letters, 2-1. Youngbauer's needed to attack. She really hasn't lost people in terms of walking. When she's needed to attack the zone she has, Lomira just has capitalized on the first pitch strikes. The 2-1. Smoke to second. Nice play on the hop. Gonna have to get back to it. Free hustles to first in time. Nice play over there by Hankwitz.
Nice job just continuing to go on that play and not make sure you're giving up on that. As Hankwitz gets over, recovers, and gets the first out of this inning on the 4-3 putout.
Brings up Kasperi, who got hit by her pitch in her last at-bat. Grounded out in her first at-bat to second base. Youngbauer back to work. Strike of the knees, 0-1. Dom, I know you're looking if she'd walked anybody. Had she walked anybody
Nope,
other than the hit by pitch? That's what I thought.
That is what I was looking at. Good call.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're in sync.
Sometimes.
Sometimes I can't talk.
That one hit the third. Palmer comes up with it on to first in time. 2 down quickly here, half of the 5th inning. 5-3 put out and brings up Eleanor Collies, who singled in, popped out to short in her last at-bat.
Oh, we should get we could get a change here.
Yeah.
It's going to be 5 for 7.
5 for 7. That will be McKenna Casper to come in and hit. Who in the the games I've done, I know she's batting 1,000. Yeah, otherwise she's batting 333. She's 1 for 3. Yes? Did I get it? I think I did. Speak.
Hello.
Nope.
Turn off mine.
First pitch in there for a strike to Casper. It's 0-1. On the inside corner, a called strike. 0-2 now. Casper finds herself in a hole. Callie Stagner would like to get a chance to hit on deck. The 0-2, up and away. One and two. Youngbauer today has 1 strikeout. That one hit on a line to center, and it burns the center fielder. She took a step in on it, did Pelletier. It'll be a double for McKenna Casper.
Nice piece of hitting there. Going down 0-2 right away did Casper. Then fights back, watches the ball, and then gets a good swing on that one to send it to center field. Little misplay by Pelletier, but gets the double nonetheless.
That'll bring Callie Stagner into bat.
And we're going to get 16 for 19, as you talked about, Stagger coming in.
Callie Stagner, 1 for 2 in 4 plate appearances, 2 at-bats. She has walked 1 time, hit by a pitch as well. That one low and inside. 1-0. Again, Dom, the mentality of Lomira just attacking early at the strikes and putting good wood on the ball. That one hit to right, foul ball.
Just lands foul.
Most of them, I would say the majority of their hits, other than the bunt single from Gossner, have been loud contact. They've hit the ball to gaps. They've hit hard ground balls, hard line drives. Really have not earned their 10 hits. Stagger out in front of that one. It's 0-2 now, or 1-2. Runner on second is Casper in scoring position. Stagger swings and misses. Second strikeout of the day for Youngbauer. They strand 1 on 1 hit. No runs and no errors. We head to the top half of the 6th inning. 3-4-5 due up for Winneconne. Mitchell, and Samolinski after this.
You know, when the snow finally melts in Wisconsin, things tend to move pretty fast, especially for farmers. And before that first field is even planted, the bills are already piling up. Now, a lot of you know what I mean. That's where a farm operating loan comes in handy. You see, a short-term agriculture loan designed to cover day-to-day farm expenses can be a must for many during those seasonal peaks like planting. At Ergo Bank, it's all about better banking by design. Operating loans are built around the realities of things like farming, not some generic business model. You simply simply won't farm on a spreadsheet. You farm in very real time. So get the local support from people you already know at Ergo Bank. Real help when you really need it. See them also for things like home loans and car loans. Perhaps it's CDs and IRAs you might be thinking about. Ergo Bank, they're an equal housing lender, NMLS ID number 586757. At Ergo Bank, it's all about better banking by design.
Aubrey Mitchell to lead things off for the Wolves of Winneconne in the top half of the sixth. 3-4-5 due up. Mitchell, Samalinski. Haley Casberry enters after doing the flex or the DPing and will play left, and in right, McKenna Casper comes, and Thomas moves from left to center for Lomira. First pitch down and away from Christian to Mitchell, 1-0. Mitchell has grounded out twice to shortstop today.
Looking for her first hit of the ball game.
Has been the best hitter for this Winneconne team this year. That went away, 2-0. Temperature chilling down a little bit here. Hoping for nicer weather as the week rolls on. I know the weather temps are supposed to warm up a little
we're
bit.
Supposed to get up to the 70s tomorrow.
That'll be nice. No more sweatshirts, back to the polos or nice artwork t-shirts.
I'll be back here in Lomira tomorrow, covering baseball, though. As Mitchell swings through that one.
You got a couple things on tomorrow. I know we got Laconia and spring softball as well. That's where I think I will be with Jacob, and I think Jeff, CWC baseball against Wayland.
Wayland Academy is the doubleheader. Nice. I was there last year. That was the first baseball game I covered for JLS, and it was a barn burner in both games in the doubleheader. I don't think we got out of there till near midnight, it felt like, last year.
Freeze pitch on that changeup froze Mitchell. It's 2-2. That's a nice pitch right there.
Sure was. Inside part, you're never going to get good contact on anything of that ball. Great job there from Christian.
2-2 fouled off the foot of Mitchell.
Talk about the inside pitch, you're never going to make good contact. That time the contact came back and hit her. Right off the shin.
That's what that pitch does. When it comes off the hands like that, it just leads to rollovers or little flares or fouling it off your foot. The 2-2 again. That one up and away, fouled off again. Good battle here from Aubrey Mitchell. Christian gets her call from the dugout. She's one of a few pitchers that wears an earpiece actually as well. The 2-2 bounce in the dirt, 3-2.
Full count now to Aubrey Mitchell. Her sister waiting on deck.
8th pitch at bat coming, or 8th pitch of the at bat coming. So a quality AB from Aubrey Mitchell, and she smacks a single to center. No, playing in, making the grab is Tori Thomas. She was almost playing on the grass.
I thought that was a line drive single no matter what. Tori Thomas makes a great play out there in center to grab that one.
It was shielded by Lily Christian where she was playing. She was playing so far in. She makes the grab on a line out to center. That's, as they say, baseball or softball. That's baseball. No?
Well, sorry. You just mess it up a tad.
I did?
Well, yeah. You
said that's baseball, but yeah. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. You just were winding up so much and then just said, it's baseball. That's okay. Mitchell back in. 1-0.
She hits one on the ground to Gossner. Gossner comes up with it, throws on the first, not in time. Stagger couldn't make the stretch over there, and I didn't even recognize she was over at first base. So an infield single for Grace Mitchell.
2 back-to-back plays that probably should have opposite outcomes. The line drive to center we thought was going to be a single all the way, but a good job by Thomas out there to play in on it. And then that one, an infield single on a play that seemed like routine, just some good base running from Mitchell to get out of the box quickly.
Brings up Samalinski, who grounded up the middle for a base hit in her last at bat. Struck out in her first. Grace Mitchell Comes the fourth hit of the day for Winneconne, fifth base runner.
Just a re-enter from Samolinski as she was pinch run for by Nora Last. Playing DH, she was just able to re-enter now to continue to hit.
That one missed just outside, 1-0. I was wondering if Westfall was going to check the swing there. She did not. That one hit on the ground to second. Gable comes up with it. She'll just have to go to one. Flips over and gets the out. Samolinski retired, but moves the runner into scoring position for Molly Palmer.
Sachs want.
Just as effective, hit the ball to the right side. Palmer playing third base today, made some nice plays over at third as well. 2 down, Christian. Trying to only give up 1 through 6. That one low and outside, 1-0. Mitchell, the runner, off a second.
Sometimes running this iPad is so counterintuitive.
There's that little drop ball that Christian's been working for her all day, and it's been working against Palmer. She's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks already. The 1-1 count against Lily Christian. Christian in the circle and comes home. Swing and a miss, got her to chase. Westfall going to throw to third, not in time. Mitchell will get a base on the wild pitch.
Stolen base for Mitchell.
Yeah, I'll give it a stolen base.
I was going to give her a stolen base for that.
I respect it. Westfall did a pretty good job keeping that close.
Yeah, it was right in front of her, able to pick it up and get the throw over. I think that's a stolen base all the way.
The 1-2. And for the third time today, Molly Palmer goes down swinging. Lee Christian picks up another strikeout through 5.5. It's 7-1 Lions. Back after this on RP and JLS.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
Tori Thomas to lead things off for Lomira. Slapped the double to right center in her last at-bat. Swing and a miss, attacking that first pitch, swung over top of it. A nice pitch from Youngbauer. It's 0-1. Lions scored 3 in the first, 4 in the third, and that has been their scoring today. That one away. 1-1. Haven't really had many other chances. They've only left 4 runners on base today. The 1-1. Up and away didn't go. 2-1.
Yeah, Lions just been able to capitalize when they had those runners on. The other times they were just struggling altogether at the plate. But a 7-1 victory or lead right now. Ooh, that's a nice pitch, just a high in the zone.
Thomas will leave that one there, and that's a tough one to lay off. It didn't miss by much. It's 3-1. On deck, the top of the order, and Trista Gossner waits on 3-1, rip the second. Caught on the line drive by Hankwitz. One down here in the 6th. That one off the end of the bat. Brings up Trista Gossner, who is
2 for 3. Two singles. One of them a bunt. And a fly out her last time up.
Up next for the Lions, number 10, Trista Gassner.
Youngbauer back to work and comes home with it. Gossner lines one to left and falls down and gets by the left fielder. Gossner's going to run for a long time. She'll make her way to third. Throw comes in. They'll stop her there. It's a triple for Trista Gossner. Just the bounce kind of fooled Peters out there. Took a bad bounce. Little spin on that one from Gossner. That will bring Tisdale into bat for Kennedy Gable. Kaylin Tisdale will bat. So with one down, Gossner the runner on third. And Kaylin Tisdale comes off the bench to get an at-bat.
She's got a possible RBI opportunity with a runner at third, only one out. In a 7-1 ball game.
She is 1 for 3 on the season with a single and an RBI. That actually was the winner in that Winneconne game. Had a walk-off run rule. The 0-1 outside, 1-1. This will be the 80th pitch of the day for Julia Youngbauer. The 1-1. Tisdale leaves it up, 2-1. One and one now between Tisdale and Youngbauer. That one bounced in the dirt, 3-1. Getting the call from the dugout is Youngbauer. Checks the wristband per usual. The 3-1. Up and away, ball 4. Tisdale draws the walk.
Getting the call from her first-year head coach and Travis Burns for the Wolves.
Now Riento Gable to run. If I can find her.
Quick appearance for Tisdale, but she does her job and gets the walk. Another runner on for this Lions team.
That brings up Isabel Westfall, who smoked a double to left center in her second at-bat. Grounded out in her last at-bat. Had a single in her first at-bat as well. 2 for 3 on the day. Gable the runner on first. Waiting for the calls from the dugout. We're going to step off the mound. Take a second.
I think they were all getting the re-entering situation going good in the dugout for the scorebook. Youngbauer comes home now. That one a little high. Takes off, but there's nobody there to cover second.
And the throw goes into center, and all the way to third is Gable. Gossner comes in to score. It's 8-1. Almost for Grace Mitchell, she tried to throw it there. Nobody went to the bag.
Nope.
Now 8-1 for Westfall with the runner just 60 feet away. Pops one down the right field line. Nobody's going to get to that one. It's foul. One and one now. Westfall for Lomira is, seems to be that three-hole hitter that she may not get a ton of RBIs, may not have all the power in the world, but she does do a great job getting on base. She walks a lot. She has timely hits. She fouls that one off to third base. Now in a 1-2 count and got a battle.
Yeah, just dribbled down that third base line until it remained foul as Palmer picked it up. So she has to retreat back to the box and see what she can do. One out, run on third. 1 on third. 11
hits for Lomira in this one, just 4 for Winneconne. 1-2, smoked down that right field line. It's an RBI single for Westball. That is about as good as you could do going the other way. That one just out past the outstretched arm of Mitchell over at first.
Exactly two opposite plays back to back. The swinging bunt down the left field line just goes foul. That time she pushes it down the right field line to the outfield grass, and that one stays fair.
That brings up Lily Christian, and need I mention that there is a chance this could be a walk-off.
Could be a walk-off.
And she smokes one on the ground to short. Schaefer flips to second in time. They will not go to first. Fielder's choice.
And you would have been able to see that if I would have switched the cameras.
Now for her, Lily Christian has maybe seen 5 pitches today.
Yeah. I think that's exactly right.
Yeah, that's crazy. So 2 down and brings up Brianna Free. Strike at the top of the zone, snap throw to first, not in time. Christian gets back safely. The 0-1. Strike in the outside corner, 0-2 now. Free wanted to go after it, just left it there. Didn't like where it was.
Youngbauer trying to give this Wolves team one more shot at hitting. Possibly come back here.
The 0-2. Free skews one off the end of the bat, knocked down at second. She'll take it to the bag herself. Nice play by Hankwitz. And that does it for the bottom of the 6th. The Lions score a pair on a pair of hits and 1 left aboard. Back after this on RP and JLS.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, 3rd generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lomira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lomira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
9-1, top of the 7th. 8 runs needed for Winneconne to extend this game. It'll be Youngbauer to lead things off. Possibly a pinch hitter waiting on deck. We'll get to it when she comes up.
Yeah, Donahue's over there, right outside the dugout with a bat in her hand. Looking to be a pinch runner for probably Caden Peters. As the Wolves are out down to their final 3 outs. If they cannot come back in this 8-run deficit that they have right now on the top of the 7th.
Youngbauer is 1 for 2. She lined out to center and the ground ball base hit to center. Now 1 away, 1-0. Christian trying to throw 7 innings of 1-run ball with 6 strikeouts so far today. That one popped into the fence. I was hopping, Dom. I was ready.
Really?
I looked up.
Ready to grab it, huh?
Yeah. I missed one here already this year.
You missed one on the broadcast with me.
Yep, I'm 0 for 2.
In Lomira.
0 for 2.
Oh, it was the other side of the highway.
Yeah, I'm 0 for 2 on the year. That one hurt, though. That was a bad choice to try to catch that one.
Yeah, you were kind of off-centered anyway. I wasn't sure why you were going for it, but not only did you go for it, you missed it.
I touched my hand.
Yeah, you still missed it.
It didn't feel great.
Miss is a miss. And that was a really cold night, too,
Yeah.
so I'm sure it felt fantastic.
The 2-1 to Youngbauer. Ooh, just missed. 3-1.
Nice pitch there from Christian.
She did not like that call.
It was a really nice pitch. Just missed the zone.
The 3-1. In the dirt. Ooh. Youngbauer draws the walk. That one hit the foot of the umpire.
So he hit inside the knee of the umpire. Ooh. He seems to be okay. Just walks it off quickly.
Job by Westfall to check on the umpire, take some time. Pitch runner over at first.
That's going to be Macy Johannes. It's going to be probably a courtesy.
Courtesy runner,
Young
yep.
Bauer. And it'll be Haley Donahue. Pinch hitting for Caden Peters here. First appearance on the season for Haley. At least according to Game Changer.
Another base runner for Winneconne. Just have not really been able to get them to come around. Donahue checks her swing. One and 0 between Donahue and Christian. Blew that one by her, did Lily Christian. It's 1-1. Winneconne needs a whole lot of base runners.
Yes, they do. They need 8 to come across home plate if they want to extend this one.
1-1 up and away, 2-1. So walk the bases loaded, hit a grand slam. Walk the bases loaded, hit a grand slam.
That's just how it's going to have to go here for the Wolves. I don't think there's any other way you can do it except any other way. Score 8 runs.
That one down and away, 3-1 down. Donahue, after entering, doing a good job working this count.
Good plate appearance. Could still be 0 for 0 if she draws a walk here.
Would have a plate appearance, not an at-bat.
Correct.
3-1. Splits the plate, 3-2.
So a full count here.
Seemed to be taking all the way was Donahue on that one.
Yep. She wanted that walk.
Payoff pitch between Christian and Donahue. She comes home with it. Got her to chase. 7th strikeout of the day for Lily Christian.
Here comes number 9, Madeline Rock. Stepping in here with 1 out. Lefty here.
Rock 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts on the season. That one chopped foul. 0-1.
She'll reset, step back in with a runner at first. 2 outs away from a Lomira victory. Lily Christian trying to finish it off.
The 6th win of the season for Lomira. Start a perfect 6-0.
Could be a win that she's solely responsible for, too. 3 runs from the home run by her. As that ball gets away, moves Macy up to second on the wild pitch.
Well, Lomira, early in the season, you had just the one game where Casperi went the whole time. All the rest of them, they kind of split their pitchers, 2 innings, 2 innings, 2 innings. Now that they're into it a little more, trying to get their pitchers to go deeper into games.
Get some rhythm.
2-1 now between Rock and Christian. Johannes in scoring position, the 2-1. That one fouled off by Macy Rock, or Madeline Rock. See, I read Johannes, and then,
yep.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 2-2 now with the runner on second base in the top half of the 7th inning. Top of the order looms on deck, and Audra Schaefer. 2-2, foul down the line. Good job getting enough of that by Rock to punch that one foul. She was late deciding the swing as it was the changeup for the strike, but just fouled it off. Lily Christian over 100 pitches now. 2-2. In the dirt, Westfall keeps it in front of her. Racing back to the bases, Johannes. 3-2 now.
Another full count. Last one into strikeout for Christian. We'll see if Rock can possibly do something different and get a runner on for the Wolves as they try to battle back.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Lily Christian, her 8th of the day. And that'll bring up the top of the order and Audra Schaefer with 2 down.
Schaefer 1 for 3 on the day. She's reached base twice, though, reaching on an error her second time up. But a ground out last time to retire her for the first time today.
Send it out to Kennedy Gable in her last stat bat. Now we're going to take a second here. A scoring question?
Possibly.
Looks like we have between Coach Clark and
Coach Burns.
Coach Burns. I think the runner on second's going to be out, and that's going to be the game, is what I think is going to happen here. I don't know if number 9 ever checked in. Taking our time here.
Yes, we are.
The umpires are having a discussion. This is where we need umpire mics.
Meeting of the minds.
Meeting of the minds out there. Here we go, Jeff.
Oh, there's a son in the way. He decided against it. I think that's a good call.
Yeah, but we need to start talking about interviews at the end of the game here, too. We need to figure out some. Yeah.
Justin, who you want to interview?
Well, I think there's one person. She's, it seems to almost be every game, but she seems to get so many RBIs, it's hard not to talk to her. Got to look at my score sheet and fully in general to make sure. Check otherwise.
Well, we got some time here as they chat. Let's see what you got for your score sheet.
Big day.
Yeah, but she's been perfect here on the mound today. I mean, so it's not only her offense, her defense
she's been fantastic today.
Phenomenal.
So Lily Christian's 1.
Yeah.
3 for 4 is Isabel Westfall with 1 RBI, and
we take the platoon today.
The platoon. What's the platoon?
Pitcher and the catcher.
Pitcher and the catcher. The battery mates.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only other person that was active offensively, I would say, is Tori Thomas with 2 RBIs, as well as an RBI from Benke. He was 1 for 2 today in 2 plate appearances.
How about
Gossner 3 for 4 with a triple and 2 runs scored.
I was going to say, I thought she was getting the leadoff spot.
It was good. We can do that too. Dom's doing the interviews, though, I heard.
No.
Oh, I tried. Okay, that was a long conversation. Nothing really came out of it, it seems.
Okay, we'll just continue to play. One more out here for Lily Christian as the top of the order for the Wolves and Audra Schaefer steps in.
Top of the order. 2 down here. Christian trying to go a full 7. That one in there for a strike at the knees. Oh, 0-1 between Christian and Schaefer. One of a few people she's probably not struck out today. That one away. 1-1.
That was a strike?
I don't know.
It looked very outside to me.
No, Jeff's shaking his head. No, that's not that. 1-1. In there for a strike. That changeup is, she's been looking to try to place that at some point, and she does for a called strike there. It's 1-2 now. Winneconne down to their final strike. The 1-2 to Schaefer from Christian. In the dirt, 2-2. Only working on 8 strikeouts today, trying to pick up her 9th and this one. All of them swinging. Just giving up 4 hits today, 1 run. 2-2. Fly it into right. Going to get it in the gap. It's going to score a run. 9-2 now. Schaefer makes her way to second. Round second. Heads for third. An RBI triple.
Stand-up triple for Audra Schaefer. Scores 1. Just the problem is it probably is a little bit too late for the Wolves as they're still down by 7. And only 1 out left in this game if you're Winneconne.
That brings up Sage Pelletier.
0 for 1 on the day. She's had 2 sack bunts to move runners over. This case, sack bunt will be useful with 2 outs. But she does have that RBI in the sack bunt to give Schaefer home the first time.
That one chopped up the middle. Gable ranges over, makes the grab, throws on the first in time, and that'll do it. So on 1 hit, they score 1 run in the top of the 7th inning. Lions win this one 9-2. Back after this with interviews.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
For over a century, Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed to quality workmanship and getting the job done right the first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Back here on RPN JLS with Trista Gossner. Trista, 3 for 4 today. You guys pick up another win, but for you guys, once again, just rolling through the lineup, everybody making some sort of statement on this game. What can you say about these girls so far this season?
We coexist really, really well, and I'm just so grateful to be part of this team for my last season. And we just work so well together, and everybody fills holes no matter what. So it's great.
For you, again, attacking at your first couple pitches, seems like you lay off a lot, but working counts again, and Lomira seems to be the key for you